Alright, in this video, I'm going to show you how to actually master your Google form and find it from spreadsheets. So I already have my form created. This is the one that I shared with you toward the later end of the presentation, so you guys can actually see how I've built my form. I have this directly linked to other responses. So I'm going to go ahead and view my responses. And I just want to show you how this kind of works. This is going to bring me there. All right, so row 2 is my master form. I'm going to show you how those formulas work a little later on. But for the sake of brevity here, I want to walk you through how all of these things work. If you notice toward the bottom of my screen, I have a lot of this data here. So the Google form responses come directly from the help desk students or any student that will be operating as support for you. And that's just going to be automatically entered based on timestamp, username, and all the other information that comes directly from the form. Old data is where I copy and paste old data that tends to come through. I just don't like my giant form being cluttered. Damages is going to be based on a pivot table once it loads. And the way a pivot table will work, it allows me to sort data. So anytime a student makes payment, I can set it up by student ID, payments by, and then it will actually automatically categorize that. Same with damages and payments. And anytime somebody has violated the day users. So those three, damages, payments, and day user violations, are directly from a pivot table that will automatically be linked back to the main document. Now this one's the bread and butter, and this is what a student-run help desk really needs to have. This is PowerSchool data. And I've exported this as a CSV file from our data manager. And all it needs to be is it needs to come up with your current enrollees, and it needs to include all the information. Again, the most important information that you can get is a student ID number because it is the only unique identifier that students have. This is where I get all of my information. So as I go through all of this, it tells me who all my teachers are and all the information that I have in PowerSchool directly based on that. So as I go back to my regular form, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fill one out. I'm going to show you how it works. So I'm going to type in my student ID number. Laptop number, I'm just going to do ADM 104, which I think is my number. And I'm just going to go ahead and create a help desk ticket. That way it doesn't send out emails to everybody. So, what does the help desk have to do? Help desk has to grab a laptop and bring it back. I'm going to hit submit, and then I'm going to go back here. Back to the Google form responses, and notice that I only entered in the student ID information. But here it automatically captures my student ID, who entered it, and then it brings all of this stuff together. It's in row 2, sorry. And it knows, about 2 seconds, who I am based on these formulas. And that is how you do your basic Google form, Google Sheet integration and what everything does.